3. Imprecise and inaccurate. Duration.
The language course is of 6 months' duration.
Precise.
Numbers were invented to describe precise amounts: 3 teeth, 7 days, 12 goats.
Precisely.
Note that 3D printing technology doesn't require an original object to copy. Any drawing will do, as long as it describes the piece precisely.
Precision.
Advertisers often use the results of surveys to prove what they say about their products. Sometimes they claim a level of precision not based on evidence.
Imprecise.
This imprecise psychological clock, as opposed to the time on one's watch, creates the perception of duration that people experience.
Accurate.
In an experiment, when people were asked to count 3 minutes in their heads, 25-year-olds were quite accurate, but 65-year-olds went over on average by 40 seconds.
Accuracy.
Inappropriate precision means giving information or figures to a greater degree of apparent accuracy than suits the context.
Inaccurate.
An imprecise picture of the past is one reason for our inaccurate forecasts of the future.
Evolve.
Predators evolved with eyes facing forward, which offers accurate depth perception when pursuing prey.
Evolution.
Sometimes you hear people say things like, "Evolution is only a theory. Science has never proved it."
Evolutionary.
This capacity gave early human beings a major evolutionary edge.
Theory.
The more new information we take in, the slower time feels. This theory could explain in part why time feels slower for children.
Theoretical. Theoretic.
Scientists have provided various theoretical models of the universe.
Theoretically.
In science, one experiment, whether it succeeds or fails, is followed by another in a theoretically infinite progression.
Theorize.
He theorized the origin of everything in the universe.
Theorizer. Theorist.
People aren't cold theorizers who are making judgments about other creatures.
Capacity.
We have evolved the capacity to care for other people, animals, and things. How big is our average memory capacity?
Capable.
Turner was the first person to discover that insects are capable of learning.
Capability.
We can empathize with others and feel sad for them and often want to help them. However, in depression, we often lose this inner capability.
Dictate.
There is nothing in knowledge that dictates any specific social or moral application.
Incapacity.
When workers are trained to respond mindlessly to the dictates of the job, they risk developing trained incapacity, the inability to respond to new or unusual circumstances.
Incapable.
A very few commercial farmers are technologically advanced, while the vast majority of poor farmers are incapable of competing.
Competent.
A person who has learned a variety of ways to handle anger is more competent.
Incompetent.
Many managers do not believe in personal change. These managers judge employees as competent or incompetent at the start, and that's that.
Owl.
The differing size and location of each ear helps the owl distinguish between sounds.
Credible.
I think what they say is totally credible.
Incredible.
A snowy owl's ears are not visible from the outside, but it has incredible hearing.
Component.
The most significant component of agriculture that contributes to climate change is livestock.
Steep.
Jim was riding his bicycle to visit his friend. The road was very steep in some places.
Steeply.
The road dropped so steeply that even with my foot on the brake, the car was going faster than I wanted it to.
Steepness.
As the stream continues down the mountain, the steepness of the slope decreases.
Slope.
Skiers go to the edge of a different slope, look all the way down to the bottom, and determine that the slope is too steep for them to try.
Subtle.
People pay close attention to a leader's subtle expressions of emotion through body language and facial expression.
Subtly.
When someone around us is happy or sad, it subtly generates the corresponding emotion in us.